Hello everyone. Today I am going to explain the concept of current. Current, electricity. So we all know that we have static electricity and current electricity. We have static electricity. So the static electricity deals with the study of the charges which are at rest. The charges which are at rest, study the charges at rest is known as static electricity. Then, static electricity involves the study of the force between the static charges and also the field, the potential of the charges. So that is static electricity. So static electricity is basically study the charges which are at rest and studying the forces between the static charges and the potential, the field produced by the static charges. Study of that is static electricity. Then we have current electricity. So static means studying the rest charges. Current electricity means studying the charges which are in motion. So the charges which are in motion, studying the moving charges is known as a current electricity. So we have commonly experienced, correct? You may did this experiment also. When we comb our air with a dry air with a plastic comb, so there will be a transfer of charges from comb to the paper pieces. Then electrostatic force. So there will be attraction between the plastic comb and the piece of papers. Correct. So there we can witness the discharge of the charges. Similarly, so we have seen this one also, the spark in the connections, electrical connections and lightning during the thunderstorm. So those are all the common examples of electric discharge. Correct. So in this chapter we are going to study the current electricity. We are going to study about the charges which are in motion. Correct. So let's see what is current. What is current? So how we can explain the concept of current? So we know that you may have also read this concept. So when the two bodies are rubbed each other, so the transfer of charges or transfer of electrons from one body to other body takes place. When the two bodies are rubbed each other, they get charged due to the transfer of electrons from one body to another body. So the body which gains the electrons, is known as negatively charged body. And the body which loses the electrons, that is known as positively, or that is taken as positively charged body. Correct. So negatively charged body means it has an excess of electrons. Positively charged body means it has a deficit of electrons. So we can write the negatively charged body contains, correct? We can write negatively negatively charged body contains excess of electrons. Excess of electrons. And positively charged body, correct? Positively charged body contains deficit of electrons, means less number of electrons. Deficit of electrons. So this is how we can name the negatively charged body and positively charged body with respect to the electrons. And these charges can be made to flow in the material or in the conductor with the suitable arrangements. Correct? With suitable arrangement, we can make these charges to flow in the material or the conductor. So when these charges or electrons flows from one body to other body, constitute the current. Correct? So let's say if I have the two charged body, and if I connect the two charged body with the metallic wire, the flow of electron takes place from excess of electrons body to deficit of electrons body. And which body contains more electrons? From that body, the transfer of electrons takes place to the body which contains less number of electrons. So here, the electrons flows or the charges flows. So when the electrons flows from one body to other body, the moving charges, moving electrons constitute the current. So that is how we can define or the magnitude of the current we take. Correct? So moving charges constitute the current. So that's why we can define the current as rate of flow of charges. Rate of flow of charges is nothing but a current. So the symbol of current we have is I is equal to Q by T. Correct? So where Q is the charge and T is the time. So rate of flow of charges in time. Rate of flow of charges in time. So how many electrons or how many charges flows, that gives the magnitude of the current. So like this, moving charges constitute the current. So that's why we can define the current as, current is a rate of flow of charges. Rate means the charges is moving, charges are moving in time. So rate of flow of charges across cross-sectional area in the conductor in a normal direction of flow of current. So the simple definition of the current is this. Current is nothing but rate of flow of charges, and the mathematical expression of current is I is equal to Q by T, where Q is the charge and T is the time. Flow of charges in time is known as a current, and the current can be measured with the SI unit called ampere. Ampere is the SI unit of current. Current is measured in ampere. Okay. Yes, in the next class, we'll see what is charge and what is the formula for charge. In 1 coulomb of charge, how many electrons we have? Everything we will see in the next class. So now you understand clearly what is current. So finally, current is, we got to know what is current. Current is rate of flow of charges. I is equal to Q by T, and the current is measured in amperes. Okay. Yes, let's meet in the next class. Thank you.